Man, y'all already know what it is and who it is. Your boy Q Walker, aka Nephew Q. If your first time tuning in, it's Beyond the Game, everybody's favorite sports show. And then we're gonna get right on into the proceedings. We got my guy Ralph. Go and introduce yourself one time, Ralph.
What's up, world? Broncos is 2-0. Let's go.
Anyways, B Legend, we got the legend. We got the legend back in the building today. We got Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Pops.
That's right.
B Legend in the building. Go and introduce yourself
That's
real
right.
quick.
Yep. Daddy Rod and Daddy Mahomes is in the building.
They Pops is in the building today.
Yeah. So we ready to go.
Hey man, we ready to go. So let's get on right on into the proceedings. Like I said, man, first topic of the day is Super Lamar Jackson. He brought the Ravens back yesterday to a 36-35 win over B Legend Sons Chiefs. So I'm gonna ask the fellas real quick: did the Ravens win this game, or did the Chiefs collapse? Ralph, go ahead.
A little both, but I'll give more credit to the Baltimore Ravens. They definitely fought back. The Chiefs they blew the game, but the Ravens fought back and did what they had to do. Lamar played a great game.
It sounds like you don't want to give the Ravens no credit.
Because I just feel like the Chiefs defense collapsed in that game. They just kind of started to let the Ravens do what they wanted to do, especially Lamar. So I got to give Lamar his credit, but
I don't.
The Chiefs is in trouble, man, with that defense.
Chiefs are in trouble. Then Andrew, he said Dallas proves the haters wrong. Are y'all tripping? we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second as we bring Hot Dog back on into the fold. B Legend, man. What about your son yesterday, man? Did the Ravens win this thing, or did the Chiefs collapse?
I think the Ravens won it, man. I think what they did, man. I think they found, something that worked for them, which is what's worked for them forever. I don't know why they didn't do this in when they played Oakland, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's what they do. It's what they've always done. And the Chiefs have always been susceptible on, run defense.
Yeah.
And they just ran the ball down their throats. And, costly time. The game would have ended the way it normally would, with Mahomes taking them down the field, kicking the field goal, game over. But kid fumbled. And that's just the way it is. But I give the credit all to Baltimore, man. They saw something and they just kept going at it, and the Chiefs couldn't stop it.
I don't know about y'all, but I love last night's game. It did something great to my heart to see Pat Mahomes lose. And let me rephrase that. Not Pat Mahomes, because I'm a Pat Mahomes fan. It's just the Chiefs. I want the Chiefs to lose. And for me, I feel like the Chiefs lost it, man. They was up by, 35-24 heading into the fourth quarter. At that point in time, when you got an elite quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, you got to bring that home, man. And I know the Chiefs defense isn't that great, but when you got a player like Pat Mahomes, you can't let a lead slip like that. And if this was Dak Prescott, I would say it's par for the course.
Disrespectful.
Dak does stuff like this. He loses leads and all that type of stuff. But for me, I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs, they lost this more than Lamar Jackson won this because they had the lead. And if Pat Mahomes is like B says he is,
which he is, he didn't throw an interception.
Stop it, bro.
He didn't throw an interception, but didn't the Chiefs have the ball in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Did they score in the fourth quarter?
Nope.
Look, he gave the ball. he put the ball where it was supposed to be, and the guy didn't catch it. Had nothing to do with Patrick.
Okay. So that was one pass. So he only threw one pass in the fourth quarter?
No, he threw plenty of passes. They didn't catch him.
So why didn't also all the passes he threw in the fourth quarter, nobody caught him?
Yeah, they didn't catch him.
Oh, okay.
Q, you are something else.
So quarters 1 through 3, they caught everything. The fourth quarter, they just couldn't catch it.
They just got butter hands, man. Travis Kelce caught his passes and stuff, but Baltimore played good defense, man. They tackled him shorter, didn't let him get extra large like Kelce normally did. So defensively they play a lot better. But Patrick did what he's supposed to do. He threw the ball, they caught it. That's all he can do, man. He can't do nothing else. What do you want to do?
Sounds like a father defending his son.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me.
Hey, look, man, we came to play. We stepped up.
Did y'all?
We came to play, man. Yeah, they just, man. Hey, listen. The other teammates just didn't carry the load, man. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. That's all we
So
can
you
do.
mean tell me Pat Mahomes couldn't even get him in the field goal range?
Man, there was a field goal range. I mean, the boy fumbled the ball. What you want me to do?
So they only had one possession in the fourth quarter.
No, Q. He had plenty of possession. All he could do is throw the ball to them. They have to run.
Oh my God!
They got to get the extra yardage, Q.
I know a guy who could do all of this, but he plays for a team in Tampa. But
I don't know a guy that can do any of that. I mean, Todd can throw the ball. Brady can throw the ball to the guy, but if the guys don't run, I mean, what you want them to do?
Yeah. I know a guy who threw for 5 touchdowns yesterday, but that's neither here nor there.
I knew a guy who just destroyed everything and cost a whole bunch of money because he just because they wouldn't step up and play the game the way it's supposed to. They play Atlanta, the worst defense.
Oh,
you want to give him credit because he threw 5 touchdowns on the worst defense in the league? Really?
Hey, if Drew can be happy because the Eagles beat the Falcons, I can be happy because the Bucs beat the Falcons.
Well, no, you could be happy because they're supposed to beat the Falcons.
Oh, the Eagles
demolished the Falcons. The Falcons weren't supposed to score no 20-something points on the Bucs. This is the Bucs defense. This alleged super defense that won the Super Bowl. And you gonna let Atlanta score 20-something points on you? If that's the case, Q, I'm gonna look you in your face and tell you ain't winning the Super Bowl.
Well, you know what? That's a great point because we talking about this is the great Pat Mahomes. The great Pat Mahomes kicked the ball in the fourth quarter. Yeah. They let Lamar Jackson, who can't throw from me to across the street, but they let that guy come back and
But you
about running the ball.
Does Lamar play both sides? I mean, does Patrick Mahomes play both sides of the ball? Absolutely not.
He doesn't, but can he play keep away?
Oh man, listen. He hands the ball off. They got to run.
Well, I tell you what, Pat Mahomes didn't do nothing wrong yesterday, did he?
Hey, boy, Q, you are something else, bro.
Q, he threw the ball to the receivers. Baltimore made great tackles. What do you want to do? You make it seem like he threw picks. You make it seem like he
did throw one interception. Oh man,
come on.
My guy threw for 5 touchdowns, no picks. I'm just saying, if Pat Mahomes is that guy, 24 of 31, 343, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, I guess them 3 touchdowns ain't good enough because, my guy threw 5. Pat Mahomes can only throw 3.
Your guy threw 5 against the worst defense in the league. Congratulations, Tom. Congratulations.
And your guy got beat by 1 point by a guy who has no accuracy.
Well, no, but here's the deal, though, Q. That's not how they won the game on accuracy. They won the game because they were able to run the ball.
Oh my God!
The defense's throat, not Patrick Mahomes' throat.
Okay, so
you got to remember now it's a team game.
You're right. So since it's a team game. When the Ravens scored, they kicked the ball off to the Chiefs. What did the Chiefs do?
Correct. The Chiefs came down. They threw the ball. He completed his passes, and the guys, they act like they couldn't run. What do you want them to do? I keep telling you the same thing.
Boy, you are acting like silly. So it's everybody else's fault for Pat Mahomes.
Oh, definitely.
This guy.
No question.
No question.
There's no question.
Boy, I swear.
Let's think about this. Because I wasn't on last week, so let's talk about A-Rod. But A-Rod lost to the Saints. It was A-Rod's fault, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
because
right.
A-Rod wasn't completing no passes. He was throwing the ball all over the place. Was that A-Rod's fault?
Yes.
Yeah.
You agree with that, Rod?
Absolutely.
You agree with that, Q?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we turn to yesterday's game.
Right.
Patrick did everything he was supposed to do.
You're right. But when?
But the defense didn't hold up. The guys run the ball. What you want to do?
I want him to do it like my guy did. My guy 2-0. I don't talk.
Hey, look, and what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna make it very clear. At the end of week number 2, if this is the defense that you all are gonna bring to the table, I'm gonna look you in your face and tell you it is over.
Well, what about y'all defense?
Oh yeah, so
our defense has never been good. We just outscore people.
Y'all didn't outscore nobody yesterday.
No, man, I know they didn't.
Y'all have been outscored in 2 of the last 3 games.
I know it's crazy, ain't it? Almost lost. Could have lost 2. We could be 0-2 right now.
I'm glad you see it
right now. But we 1-1. We still going to the bowl. Still going to the bowl. Don't matter.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Legend, but we shall see.
Q, wait a minute, hold on. Ralph. We know Denver's not good.
Okay. Okay.
No, Ralph. We know Denver's not good.
I can't. It's still early, man. I just want y'all to see what Two Glove Teddy's doing, man. What he's supposed to do.
Here we go.
I'm not in this
Teddy.
argument. Y'all can go back to the Brady versus Mahomes, but Two Glove Teddy's here to stay, and that's all I'm gonna say.
This season.
That's all good.
This season.
Hey, if he wins the Super Bowl this season, I'm good. He can go where.
Wait, Ralph. Here you go. Here you go.
Y'all pulling me in.
Stop you pulling yourself in.
No, I'm not.
I mean, I just told you straight up. There was no need for you to.
You know where my heart is. You know where my heart is.
I do know where your heart is, and I
Mile high.
And I appreciate
that's what you are right now.
Right. And I appreciate that you carry that team on your heart.
Absolutely.
I commend you for that, but that ain't happening.
Andrew said y'all being disrespectful.
Chiefs might be third in the West, in the AFC West. Chiefs might be third this year.
They third right now. Raiders in the Broncos.
I'm just saying.
Well, Ralph, here's what I got to respond to.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Hey, look, let's talk when we play y'all. We're gonna see what's really going on.
Week by week.
We're gonna drag y'all. We're gonna drag y'all like the caveman drill.
Drag? With that whack?
Hey, Ralph, don't worry about it. We took care of them last year. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's light work, bro. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Q, you know how did you watch the Flintstones?
Yeah.
You know how they used to drag people by their head.
Oh my god!
Like old caveman dragging them by the head.
Okay.
Talk to him, Ralph. It ain't gonna happen.
I'm not even worried. I cannot wait till we play him.
I think the Broncos split.
I can't wait either to beat the brakes off you.
I think the Broncos split with you.
We went in Arrowhead.
You know what? In all seriousness, though, I think that what Baltimore did, I think they just like Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. I think what they did was they just blitzed him. They put pressure on Mahomes. They just made him extremely uncomfortable, and he couldn't do what he needed to do. But I think what Baltimore did, they said, you know what? Here's the deal. We're just gonna take Tyreek out the game.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we're gonna double team him on everything. And if Kelsey can go for 200 yards and everybody else, fine.
Yeah. What they didn't even do that. They double team Tyreek, and then they said, Levante David, you follow Kelsey wherever he goes. Yeah. Everybody else, yon.
And that's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, Tyreek doesn't kill you for long plays. Kelsey's gonna get. They gonna get theirs because they just gonna get theirs. But my point is, you take Tyreek out of the game. I mean, it kind of changes the dynamics and stuff. And maybe that's the plan. Maybe that is
let Kelsey beat you.
Yeah, make Kelsey beat you. If he can if Kelsey gonna score 5 touchdowns, then you gotta live with it.
Yeah, you gotta live with that. And speaking of, y'all brought this topic up, the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Right now, their defense is subpar, but it has been for the past couple of seasons. But they've hitched their wagon, so to speak, to Pat Mahomes, outscoring them like B Legend said. So, Ralph, I throw this over to you first. Will the Chiefs defense keep them from winning the title?
I said it a little bit earlier. I think so. I don't think the Chiefs go back to the Super Bowl this year, honestly. So I think their defense is going to be a key part in them not making it to the Super Bowl, not advancing in the playoffs. So I don't think this will be the same Chiefs advancing to the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl this year that we used to, Legend. I'm sorry, your son, he ain't going to get it done this year, man.
Hey, don't apologize to him. Don't apologize to him, bro.
You stand up, stick your chest out, and support whatever it is that you feel. And I'm gonna look you in your face and tell you how this thing is gonna play out.
Absolutely,
the Chiefs are gonna win the AFC and be back in the championship. You know that there's no that's more potent than them. So it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna sit here and waste beyond the game's time and argue ridiculous things. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Now, what we can talk about, Ralph, is the fact that Tampa Bay may not be there, but we'll talk about that another day.
What, bro?
That's what I was about to say. That didn't make no sense, but I'll let you.
What, man? So for me, the Chiefs are giving up 32 points per game on defense right now, and they have a league leading giving up 7 yards per play. So 2 plays, that's a first down for a team. So correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't know, Ralph. I don't know. I've been watching football for 2-3 weeks. I don't know how it really goes. But doesn't defense win championships?
That's what I heard.
And if your team is giving up 32 points per game and 7 yards per play, that doesn't bode well for your team if your defense is always giving up big plays. Because Pat Mahomes ain't gonna always come through, as we seen yesterday, because he's not that guy. Pat Mahomes ain't gonna always come through for him. So what do you do then? I'm just saying. So to me, I don't think they make it back to the Super Bowl. They might not even make it to the AFC Championship game, to be honest with you. Keep playing around. What?
They spoiled. They spoiled in Kansas City. They spoiled because they get used to Mahomes always finding a way to pull it out. But when Mahomes can't pull it out, what do you do?
Absolutely.
What do you do?
They
can't depend on your defense.
I would say, but Ralph, I would say that with any team, if your quarterback or whoever can't pull it out, what do you do? I mean, that don't make sense, Ralph.
It does make sense because the Chiefs can't do it if Mahomes can't pull it out.
Okay, well, no other team can do it if their quarterback can't do it, right?
I don't know if everybody's team's in the same situation because other teams have a defense.
Because you told me, the Bucs wouldn't have won it for their defense. Well,
that's
Tom Brady wasn't the best, but
that game, right? I mean, well, hold on, Ralph. Hold on, Ralph. Let's hit the rewind button. Ralph.
Yes, sir.
The Atlanta Falcons are the worst defense in the league.
And we put up 48.
I'm sorry, the worst offense in the league. And
both
these fools in Tampa Bay allowed them to put up there 30 points on him.
I was confused in that game myself. Man.
I mean, are we really having this conversation?
Yeah, we are having this conversation.
And you're saying that I'm just stating the facts now. Defense wins championship. Is that not what the Q just said, Ralph?
I sure did.
Okay. And if that's the case, you guys are allowing just as many points.
It's the secondary with Tampa Bay, man. I know. I know. Yeah,
We're not making up excuses.
You're right.
We're not making up excuses. I don't care if it's a D line. I don't care if it's the linebackers or the secondary. The bottom line is that the worst offensive team and defensive team in the league put up points on these dudes. And it's supposed to be the most dominant. Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. They bought everybody back. They're the most dominant. Kind of reminded of, the 84 Bears, right? Most 85 Bears, most dominant team, I don't see that.
Ralph.
Get them, Q.
I have a question. Out of the three of us on this panel right now, who has a 1 in the L column?
It's only one.
It's only one. Okay. So all that mumbo jumbo he just spilled down there, your defense didn't come up and did nothing.
So let's think about this. Y'all almost lost to.
Hold on. What was that A word you just said?
Not almost.
Okay.
We're talking about defense though.
Okay.
Y'all almost lost to the Pussycat Cowboys.
Hey, that's my guy. My guy put up 400 yards.
Yeah, that's fine.
My guy went for three touchdowns. Don't disrespect my guy. Also, season in the injury. But you can go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. And then y'all go and y'all play the Atlanta Falcons and almost lose that game. It took for me to call you, Q, to text you to start raising hell about what's going on.
That was a close game, man.
In order for y'all to, if it wasn't for some lucky stuff that happened at the end of the game that y'all scored a touchdown. Come on, Q, stop it.
This is from the same guy whose Chargers just barely beat the Browns 2 weeks ago.
I don't
just lost to the Bucs. Y'all lost to a guy who has the worst probably accuracy than any elite quarterback we have right now.
Why you gotta disrespect Lamar though?
He's the best running quarterback in the league.
Y'all lost to a running back who plays quarterback.
I understand, man. I do. I understand. And it's okay. You know what?
Listen, this is worse than
maybe the guys took him for granted. But I tell you what, man, it's good. We okay with that. It's just gonna get us more focus.
Oh my God.
More focus because we coming for that chip. We're gonna get more
y'all come how y'all want to.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this.
What you gonna tell us?
This year,
oh Lord, here we go.
It is going to be the most ridiculous football year that I've ever seen. And let me explain what I mean by this. It's not what you think. Now, let's think about this for a second. The New Orleans Saints go out and destroy the Green Bay Packers.
Right.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, they go out and beat. Who did they beat last week?
The Bills.
The Bills, who again are supposed to be what? Super Bowl
Contenders.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh came out and did what? To the who? They lost to the Raiders.
The Raiders are not a bad team.
They lost to the Raiders.
They're not a bad team.
And then they turn. And hold on. And then they turn around. And then
they're ahead of y'all in y'all division.
And they beat the Chiefs last year.
Hold on. And then they turn. And then New Orleans puts up a dud against who? Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina. Right.
Carolina's defense is better than Green Bay.
And then
and the Chiefs.
And then you got the Denver Broncos 2-0.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, Q. I mean, what's going on out
Top
here?
5 defense in the NFL.
I mean, this is a travesty, man. I'm telling you, I'm going on record right now. I want everybody to understand. I want the whole BTG world to understand. I'm telling you now. Look, I ain't even paying fantasy no more. That's how bad it is.
You done with fantasy?
I'm done. I'm dropping everything. It's ridiculous. Everybody's hurt. Look, I'm just telling you. I'm telling y'all right now. This is going to be the craziest football season ever. I'm telling y'all.
It's fine as long as
it's not crazy. Just because Pat Mahomes won't be in the Super Bowl, that don't make it crazy.
I ain't worried about Patty.
Just because A-Rod is gonna be
Patty is gonna be
all good.
Hey, A-Rod gonna come out tonight.
Is A-Rod gonna win tonight?
Hey, A-Rod gonna come out tonight, drop 5 on y'all.
I was confident you got that.
Oh man, all kind of confidence.
I got the Lions.
Hey, I'm with you, Ralph. I feel like the Lions can do it tonight. I'm with you, Ralph. I'm with you, Ralph. Woo! Hey, me and Ralph both got the Lions.
Man. I got the Lions. Jared Goff. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Hey, Ralph, you gonna put your money up for them?
Nah.
You see, they ain't my squad.
They ain't my squad.
Yeah, they my squad. But anyways, let's talk about your second favorite squad, which is the Dallas Cowboys, who had a late game field goal to beat the Los Angeles Chargers yesterday, 20-17, behind Dak Prescott. He threw 23 for 27, 237 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Ralph, your guy.
Sir.
Are the Cowboys, did they prove yesterday that they are NFC contenders now?
I think it's hard to prove off 2 games that you're NFC contenders, but I think they played very well against the Bucs. They should have won that game if it wasn't for the defense laying the egg at the end of that game and allowing Brady to drive down the field. The defense played a pretty good game yesterday also against the Chargers. Dak was accurate. He didn't do anything in the red zone as he didn't score any touchdowns. But I think the Dallas Cowboys are a legit team in the NFL, period. I think they have a decent defense, top 5 quarterback, and a good offense. So I think that I said it, top 5.
Why, like, Ralph, why are you trying me today, bro?
I said it.
Oh,
but not even in the NFC. I think overall the Cowboys are a legit team in the NFL, and I think they're a playoff team. I think they will win their division, which isn't that tough. But I think they're legit regardless of not just the NFC, but they're contenders in the NFL, period. So.
But before we continue on, we got BTG Cowboy fan and analyst in the building. Hot dog, what's your take on the Cowboys? Are they NFC contenders after that win against the Chargers? We can't hear you.
Nah, we are not NFC contenders. We are not NFC contenders. We are not. We are not. We will win the division. We will win the division.
Then you contenders because you got a chance.
We do not. I mean, you saw how we handled the end of the game against the Bucs. You saw how we almost lost yesterday due to terrible clock management. We're not Super Bowl contenders. We're not NFC Championship contenders. We will win the division. It is what it is. I see Andrew on here wasting everybody's time making us read his crap comments. I wish you would censor that guy. He has nothing valuable to say. But you'll find out Monday night when they come into the house. and we demolished.
We couldn't hear you.
It is what it is.
Oh, there
I
it
always
is.
tell the truth when it comes to my team.
Me
I'm
too,
the
Kyle.
Cowboys fan, y'all can wow.
Me and you both are very objective when we come to our team. It's just my team is just great.
At the end of the day, we're not going to win the division. We're going to win the NFC.
Tell them to pack a lunch. B Legend, the residential OG of the group, who's seen a lot of football.
Yeah. A lot of knowledge.
I said you've seen a lot of football. I ain't saying nothing about a lot.
He liked that.
Are the Cowboys, did they prove that they are contenders after beating the Chargers yesterday?
You know what I'm gonna say? I was surprised at how Dak played against Tampa Bay. I was happy for him, actually. Put up all those points and did all the stuff he's supposed to do. So I'm good with that. Do I think they win the NFC East? Yes, I do. I don't think there's anybody in the NFC East that can beat them. Probably, I like Philly.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I like Philly. I like Philly to give them a run for their money, beat them up a little bit. I think they'll lose a couple games, but I think they'll win the NFC East. I think the Giants may give them a run for their money too. So I think there'll be some losses here and there, but so they get a home playoff game because they win the NFC East. But other than that, it's over. It's over.
It's over.
It's over. They're not. I mean, come on now. I mean, let's just keep everything real, guys. We're gonna be objective. You tell me, other than the teams in the NFC East, who is the Cowboy? Who are they going to beat in the NFC?
Whoever's in front of them. You want me to start naming off teams in the NFC?
Please name off the teams that the Dallas Cowboys have a chance.
Other than teams in
what do you mean? The Bucks, the Packers, the Rams, the Cardinals, the Eagles. I mean, what you want me to name off every team in the NFC? I mean, what are you talking about? Like they can't beat these teams.
So Q, you asked.
play
Q, as we spoke, late last week, I told you that I was going to take some time to come onto the show today, and this is the time for me to exit. This. I mean, I can't do this.
I know this, as B would say, this fool up here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this is just foolery. But Ralph, I'm gonna respect your opinion.
I'm not.
I know that.
I don't get it, man.
I know you are a Dak supporter.
Absolutely.
That is your guy. Dakota's your guy. But I'm going to tell you that I do not agree at all. I do not feel that. The Dallas is going to make a run like that. I still think they're going to fall apart at some point in time because they always do. But I hope that they can make the playoffs so then they can get destroyed in front of America and America's team gets destroyed. Maybe AQ, maybe they can play you guys, We
already did that.
Well, I'm just saying. Maybe they play you guys again. You guys can drag them or something like that. Or you know what? Maybe, we're going
drag them.
Drag me. Maybe the Bears can play him and beat him up a little bit too.
Yeah, that might be better competition for them. The Bears. Yeah, I think they might like on the same playing level.
The Bears won't even make the playoffs. Why are we talking about the Bears?
I mean, maybe not. I don't know, but
maybe.
Listen,
they might win the division. I mean, that division is wide open.
Right.
I'm gonna
make it real easy for you, man. I'm taking anybody in NFC over Dallas.
Give me the NFC field as well over Dallas, but I'm going with Dallas.
I know. If they make it, the only reason they make the playoffs is they make the playoffs because they win the NFC East. That's it.
Before we get you out of here, B, we asked this on last week's show. Over under 10 wins for the Cowboys.
Because they are in NFC East, they play each team twice. They've beaten the Chargers.
And they should have beat the Bucs. I don't understand how y'all talk.
They should have been. No, listen, Ralph, I will agree with you. They should have beat the Bucs. They played well enough to win, but they didn't win.
You're right.
So I'm gonna say they get there. They get there at 10, man. I don't think they go over 10. I don't think they go under 10. I think they're at 10.
Right at 10. Yeah. Hot Dog said the same thing, right at 10. But B, I know you're busy. You got to get to your son's baseball. We appreciate you for the time you gave us and kicking it with us. Well, we will revisit this next week when Pat Mahomes loses again, man. We holler.
Listen, and please come back. Please come back.
Oh, I'll be back. But
Okay.
listen to me. A-Rod gonna put up numbers tonight.
No, he's not.
Devontae gonna put up numbers tonight.
Go Lions.
Put up numbers tonight.
Go Detroit.
We're going what?
Go Detroit.
Oh, what's that boy's name? Golf. That's D's guy. Golf.
Yeah.
Listen, man. We're gonna turn this thing upside down, man. We're gonna do Lambo leagues. That's gonna be going crazy. Make sure you tune in, check it out. You know the text is gonna be blowing up every time we score. I'm gonna hit that line on y'all. Touchdown.
It won't be that much.
That's what I was about to say. It won't be that much.
Won't be that much.
Sure.
All right, so y'all let you, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to y'all, man.
But yeah, so for me, man, shout out to B for kicking it with us for a little bit. This does not prove that the Cowboys are NFC contenders because they're not doing the little things that wins them the ball games. The win, because like y'all just alluded to, if the Cowboys had a kicker, they might be up 1-0 going into this week's game. Dak Prescott with the interception like they do a lot of the small things. And then on top of that, Justin Herbert let them off the hook because he's a second-year quarterback and they playing against a rookie head coach. So he really didn't do too well yesterday. But if this was year 5, Justin Herbert, the Chargers ain't losing that game. And
well,
the
a couple things. It's not year 5, Justin Herbert.
Y'all got lucky.
I do agree with you because they did have 2 touchdowns called back. The Chargers did. But to say that about the kicker, I mean, he didn't do well in the Bucs game, but the kicker won the game for the Cowboys yesterday with the 50-yarder.
Well, it comes to a point of do you want your job or not? Do you want your job?
I'm just disrespectful with the Cowboys. I don't even like defending the Cowboys, but I got to. Man.
Because the Cowboys, Eagles, Washington football team, and whoever else is in that division, that whole division is whack, bro. We throw the whole division away. Matter of fact, we should do the NFL and then the NFC to let them have their own like tournament that they can play with each other because like nobody pay attention to that division no more, man. That division is trash. And I don't care who heard me. But anyways, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do a little buy selling on some of the undefeated teams in the NFL. And we back up in this thing, nephew Q and your boy Ralph. We're talking a little buy or selling with some of the 2-0 teams in the NFL right now. Let's see. Let me get to some of these comments before we went to commercial break. Andrew, y'all gonna put some respect on our names before this season ends.
That's just them, Andrew. I don't feel that way about the Eagles. I think y'all all right.
Give me a reason to put some respect on that division, and we can talk, Andrew. But anyways, let's do a little. Hold on. He says, can me and Isaiah do the pick'em show since Pete and B Legend retired? Man, we might have to work out something because B Legend, I can't. He's not on the show as much anymore because I can't afford him. And Pete, he's on to coaching endeavors. You know what I'm saying? So B Legend, he's at his contract, and he wants to renegotiate. And we ain't got the money. We ain't got the funds at BTG to pay him like that, man. But anyway, so like I said, we're gonna do a little buy selling with some of these 2-0 teams in the NFL. We're gonna start it off with the San Francisco 40 Crappers. Ralph, buying or selling that they are really contenders? Go ahead.
Selling it. I got the 49ers finishing last in their division. They played a Lions team last week. They played a pretty good Eagles team. I did have the Eagles winning that game, but the Eagles didn't pull through. I just don't have much faith in the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo, who is their quarterback. They've had some key injuries on defense already. So I'm not going with the 49ers. I got to sell it.
Man, I'm right there with you. I'm selling on the 49ers. They barely beat the Lions 41-33, and then they turned around and only beat the Eagles by 6, 17-11. Their next 3 games are the Packers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. They could very well lose all 3 of those games. Well, they'll beat the Packers. Everybody's beating the Packers. But they can very well lose 2 of those 3 games. So I'm going to sell on the 49ers, man. So anyways, let's go on to the next team. Hold on, we got it. William Sweat said, I'll sell because of Jimmy G. That alone should make people want to sell because of Jimmy G. Trey Lance get in there, probably won't be, that best or whatever. Sorry, my guys let you down, Ralph. Pissed me off.
That's all good.
Man, so buy or sell the Carolina Panthers. Ralph, you buying or selling?
Oh, man, this is a big question. Right now, they look good. I think I'm going to buy I'll go with the Carolina Panthers. I think that they can find a way to maybe squeak into the playoffs, the extra slot there. So we shall see. I'll buy for now.
Man, we on opposite ends again. Let me sell on the Carolina Panthers. They really haven't beat anybody for real. Their first game, they beat the Jets by 5 points, 19-5. And then I guess they showed the Saints for who they really are yesterday by beating them 26-7. The next 3 games are the Texans, Cowboys, and Eagles. 3 games that we still ain't gonna get to see who the Panthers really are because all 3 of those opponents are weak. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really know. We don't really know what's going on with that. And then on top of that, the whole Sam Darnold. Like, do we know who he really is? You know what I'm saying? Like at this point in his career, is he just a Ryan Fitzpatrick type of quarterback, or is he one of those above average guys? So I'm gonna sell on the Carolina Panthers. Let me get to some of these comments. Brandon says sell. William Sweat, sell. They played the Aints and the Jets, enough said, which is pretty much what I said. Andrew, sell on the Panthers. Don't trust Sam Darnold. Ike said pretenders. Brandon called me Stephen A. Walker. Andrew said, hey, see how disrespectful he is when I'm not there? Hey, man, I'm just calling like I see it, man. So here we go. Here's where it gets good. Buy or sell the Rams. What you got?
I'm buying. I got the Rams finishing second in the NFC West. A lot of people were saying the NFC West was the toughest conference coming into the season. Right. I say at least maybe 2 to 3 teams out of that conference will make the playoffs. So I'm definitely buying the Rams. I'm
gonna sell again. No, I'm gonna buy on the Rams. They really are legit contenders, especially with Matthew Stafford. Somebody in the Beyond the Game group made a good point, or it might have been on the show. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, somebody said Matthew Stafford's always played like this. He just never had a team around him. Yep. So now more people actually get to see what Matthew Stafford can do because, playing for the Detroit Lions is like playing for the Toronto Raptors. Nobody gets to see what you can do up there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to buy on the Rams. The Rams' next 3 games are the Bucks, Cardinals, and Seahawks. So we'll see how this next stretch goes because those next 3, you could go 1-2, 2-1, or 3-0, or 0-3 in that next stretch. So for me, let me get the Rams as the contenders. Speaking of that same division, Cardinals, who you got, buying or selling?
All the way. I'm buying. I got to. Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. That's my top team in the NFC West. I got them winning that division. I like the Cardinals. I like a lot about the Cardinals. Defensively, they didn't show up as well yesterday as they almost gave that game up to the Vikings. But I'm definitely buying the Cardinals.
Man, this is a tough one, man, because we did the same thing, not this topic, but we went through the same thing with Carolina last year. They started off real hot, then they tailored off at the end. I'm gonna buy in on the Cardinals. They came out the gates. They beat the Titans 38-13, which is a lot of people's Super Bowl contenders. It's one of mine. It's my Super Bowl contender. And then, like you said, they almost gave the game away to the Vikings yesterday. But their next 3 games are the Jags, Rams, and the 49ers. I see them going 2-1 in that stretch. So yeah, that pretty much makes them for me bye. Let's get to some of these comments. Should have lost to the weak Vikings team yesterday. They should, but that goes back to what I was saying is that these type of teams win those close type of ball games because they do the necessary things right, the little things that win those ball games.
The only thing I would argue about that point with yesterday's game with the Cardinals is it had nothing to do with that. The field goal kicker missed the field goal, so that's why the Vikings lost the game. But
that's the little things.
They didn't do nothing to miss the field goal.
That's the little things, man. So let's see. Ike said definitely buying on the Cardinals. Andrew, buy Kyler Murray MVP. He was for me to remember the preseason show. Couldn't see him. Man, I don't know about MVP.
He's been playing really good.
Okay. By the Cardinals are the sleeper team to get in the playoffs. William, I don't even think they're a sleeper team, really.
They win the division. They're making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think people have them as a top tier team out in the AFC. Let's see, Tennessee don't have a defense. We know that now, Brandon, but coming into the season, we didn't think Tennessee's defense was going to be as bad as it was, especially picking up Bud Dupree and things. Like we didn't expect the defense to be like that. Let's see, Vikings missed a field goal though. Minnesota was Minnesota win. I mean, that's Minnesota. Minnesota is the northern version of the Cowboys. But anyways, the Las Vegas Raiders. Ralph, are you buying or selling?
Ah, man, they won two tough games, man. Oh man, just with the division they play in, I got to sell right now. I got to sell. I think the AFC. Oh man, the teams that I have coming out of the AFC don't consist of the Raiders, so I got to sell right now.
Oh man, so we got Adam Kent. Thank you for joining the show. Andrew said sell. Andrew said buy.
That's tough, man. That's tough, man.
Brandon said buy. Brandon Dotson, hot dog. I don't know why I keep calling Brandon Dotson, but Derek Carr. You like Derek Carr?
He's been playing good.
Ike said the Titans are only playing bad because Chris Jones picked them to go to the Super Bowl. You know what? That is so right. That's so right. He also said the Raiders are pretenders. I'm a sell on the Raiders. They beat the Ravens in week 1, 33-27, and they beat the Steelers yesterday, 26-17. But I'm just not sold on Derek Carr. I'm really not sold on John Gruden as a coach.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek Carr just throws the ball to Derek Waller 47 times a game, and then hopefully, he throws it to him 47 times, and then, throws Henry Ruggs a deep post, once or twice and hopes he hits on it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not completely sold on the Raiders. The next 3 games are the Dolphins, Chargers, and Bears, which are all 3 winnable games. Well, they're winnable, but I don't think they'll beat the Chargers, so I see them going 2-1 in that stretch. Let's get to some of these real quick. William said, I need to see more from the Raiders. I'm right there with you. I just don't.
Me too.
It's just something about them that's not like, okay, yeah, I see it. They ain't got it yet, but I see it. But I don't see anything, man. Waller only got a few looks yesterday. Yeah, probably because the whole team probably had a team meeting and told him stop throwing the ball to him so much. Let's see. Andrew said Lamar Jackson is way better than Josh.
No, he's not.
Andrew would not let that go, man. He would not. And then Adam Kent, he said, I think he meant Ruggs and Edwards are legit. I like Ruggs. I like Ruggs. Here's one for you, Ralph. The Denver Broncos, are you buying or selling? I'm gonna see how truthful you gonna be.
Easy money. I'm buying it, and I'm buying it, and I'm buying it all the way to the bank. Come on, man. You know the Broncos. I gotta buy. I think the Broncos legit have a top 5 defense. We got Teddy, 2-glove Teddy.
Here we go.
And he's just going to get the job done, man. We're not asking too much of him. They say he can't throw deep balls, but I don't know if y'all seen that deep ball he threw to Cortland Sutton yesterday, but we'll talk about that at a different time. Teddy's looking real good for us, and I just believe in my squad. So, bye.
Y'all getting on my nerves today, boy, I tell you.
When I sell these bucks, that's when you really going to
Andrew said buy the Broncos. Hot Dog said buy the Broncos only because of Teddy Bridgewater.
That's all good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ike said pretending at Broncos.
You disrespectful, Ike.
Andrew said the Broncos are playoff bound, which he has been on that from the beginning.
Absolutely.
William said, I'll buy the Broncos. Teddy stabilized the team, and that's what they needed at QB.
Absolutely.
That's a fair point. And then Andrew said, throw that L up one time, Ralph.
I'd rather die, Andrew.
Not going to be able to do it.
I can't do it, man.
You know what, bro? I'm actually going to buy on the Broncos.
I appreciate that.
Legit defense, like William Sweat just said, Teddy Bridgewater comes in. He doesn't give the game away, but he also is not going to win it for you. He just keeps them in position to win the ball games. They beat the Giants the first game, 27-13. Y'all barely escaped with the Jags, 23-21. Y'all next 3 games, I'm pretty sure, as you know, Jets, Ravens, and Steelers. I see y'all going 1 and 2.
Opinions like a butthole. Everybody got one.
Y'all go 2-1. I believe y'all beat the Jets and the Steelers. That Baltimore game might be a little rough for y'all, but I'm buying on y'all. I like what I see. And then the last 2-0 team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ralph, are you buying? And I swear for Lord, if you say sell, I'm muting this mic and the show. We done. But go ahead though.
Just tell me where I can sell my stock for the Bucks. But nah, I'm buying it. Honestly, if y'all keep playing the way y'all play, I picked the Packers early season, preseason to make it to the Super Bowl. I might have to definitely switch that to the Buccaneers, man. Tom Brady's looking amazing to me. I don't care what nobody says. If he got 5 touchdowns and they were only short touchdowns, I don't give a damn. He's putting the ball in the end zone. And y'all still have that legit defense. Y'all secondary is shaky, but I think y'all find some way to get that together. So I definitely got to buy the Buccaneers.
I said, let's go Jets. Our second ball, there have been talks that we are trying to reach out to Richard Sherman to help shore up our defense. But I was talking to somebody at work about this. I said, I'm not sure on the Richard Sherman thing, only because from the standpoint of, does Richard Sherman still think he's a starter, or is Richard Sherman fine with being, a nickel DB, slot DB? Like, is he fine with that type of role? So it's all about what role Richard Sherman wants to play. If he wants to, come in and play a role for us, if you don't want them dancing all in, if you don't want Pat Mahomes all in your highlight reels, throwing no little passes, not giving credit to the defense, come to Tampa Bay. That's where it's at. But I don't. Hot Dog says sell like an MFer, man.
Come on, Hot Dog.
Andrew said buy on the Bucks. Defense has hoes, but the Brady Gronk Brown connection is real.
Ridiculous, man.
It's not even really, like you said, it's not even really the defense. It's just the outside. I think Winfield and Whitehead are good. Or Mike Edwards was playing yesterday, but I think it's just the outside corners is where we just get our asses handed to us, man.
Yes.
If we can shore that up and just be decent, man, we will have one of the most dominant defenses people have seen, because the rush defense is like nobody's running on us. Like the past 2 games with me, Zeke ran the ball 11 times and he was like, nah, bro.
He didn't go nowhere.
We done with this. We done with this. So it's not the rush defense. Then you got Devin White, Levante David flying around as far as the linebacking core. JPP, sometimes his hands in the dirt, sometimes he stands up. Then you got Shaq Barrett out there as well. It's
too many weapons, man.
It's just the outside corners, man, where we're really, really struggling right now. But of course, I'm already gonna buy. Our next 3 games are the Rams, Pats, Dolphins.
3-0.
You said it, not me.
Already know.
You said it, not me. Andrew said y'all can score from anywhere. Defense is good enough to make a couple stops.
Absolutely.
And B's gone, but see that's what the problem was yesterday. Heading into the fourth quarter, we was only up on the Falcons by 2. We was up 25-23. If it wasn't for Mike Edwards' 2 pick sixes, I don't know how that game would have went.
Yeah.
People in the BTG group, I posted in the group while the game was going on. Our defense is stressing me out because there's no way we should have let the Falcons be even in that ball game. But Matt Ryan was out there acting like he was Pat Mahomes, I guess, and like Pat Mahomes, he still lost. But anyway, so I'm buying on my Bucks. On the next 3, I see us going 2-1, 3-0. But it is what it is. So, anyways, We got week 3 of the NFL season coming up. My guy Ralph is going to give us his key matchups for week 3. Ralph, take it away.
Woo. Man, I was looking through all these games. Not too many stand out to me, but definitely I would say about 3 of them definitely stand out. I think I'm going to have to say that Chiefs and Chargers games is going to be a must-watch. You still got Pat Mahomes. You got Herbert, 2 of the best arms in the game. These 2 teams will definitely be fighting for the division in the AFC West. I definitely think the Chiefs will probably find a way to win this game. I don't see Mahomes losing back-to-back games. For all y'all Buccaneers fans out there, I do play the Rams in week 3, so that's going to be my number 2 must-watch game. Battle of the 2-0 teams. I think this will be a battle of the front sevens of both of those defenses. I think the Bucs will find a way to pull this game out. I got Tom Brady scoring another 3 to 4 touchdowns, so the Rams will have to score in order to keep up with the Bucs. But I think the Bucs will pull it out. And I think my final game, I'm gonna go with the Eagles and the Cowboys. That's gonna be a good matchup, Monday Night Football. Cowboys with a legit defense. The Eagles, I feel like their defense is still legit. They only gave up 17 to the 49ers. So I see this being a nice battle in the NFC East where everybody thinks it's trash. I don't see it that way, but I see the Cowboys finding a way to win this game. But those are going to be my top 3 week 3 matchups in the NFL, man.
All right, so there's Ralph's week 3 key matchups to pay attention to. So let me get to some of these comments real quick. Ike is right there with you, Bucks and Rams. Ike said he believes this is a preview of the NFC Championship game, which I honestly believe so as well. And then Andrew, to your Eagles Cowboys matchup, let's go. The Eagles don't have a lot to get excited about this season, so I'll let Andrew go on to that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, why you hate the Eagles so much, man?
I don't hate the Eagles. I just hate the Eagles because it's Andrew's season. So that's all.
I got you.
This point blank because it's his squad. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If that wasn't his squad, I could care less about the Eagles. But because it's his squad, I don't like them. Just like I don't like the Cowboys, don't like the Broncos, hate the Chiefs and the Packers. So it is what it is, man. So anyways, we gotta wrap up the show. As Andrew says, just disrespectful. Ike said, I hope that game ends in a tie. You know what? I only hope it ends in a tie. I just hope somehow, some way, something crazy happens and they have to forfeit the game and like both teams just have to like leave the field or something like, crazy happens. So we have our Monday Night Football and Thursday Night Football picks. Of course, Monday Night Football. You have the Packers and the Lions going against each other tonight. Ralph, who you got in this matchup?
IQ. I so bad want to pick the Lions in this game just cause. But I honestly don't see Aaron Rodgers going down 0-2 to start the season off, and he is playing the Lions, and he doesn't lose to the Lions, so I got to go with the Packers in this game.
I know it, man. My heart tells me to pick the Lions, bro. But conventional wisdom will rule out, and Packers in this matchup, like you said, I think Aaron Rodgers has a big bounce back game. I see him throwing from close to 300 or right around like 300, like anywhere between 290 to 310, 3 touchdowns type of game for Aaron Rodgers. Let's see. Adam Kent said he got the Packers tonight, 27-10. I can see
right there with you.
Yeah, I can see that. Andrew said Aaron Rodgers is going to be on the missing tonight, 4 touchdowns. I'm right there with you, Drew. I say between 3 and 4 touchdowns. I think he wants to, make a statement. I'm picking the Packers to win, but I'm cheering for the. There you go.
We all on the same boat.
I'm picking the Packers to win, but I'm cheering for the Lions.
Go Lions.
And then we have the Thursday night matchup, which is the Houston Texans versus the Carolina Panthers. I just go ahead and say I got the Carolina Panthers in this matchup. Texans, Tyrod Taylor, he got hurt last game. I don't know if he's going to play Thursday. So let me get the Carolina Panthers in this matchup. Ralph, who you got, man?
I think I'm going with the Panthers also. Like you said, Tyrod Taylor got hurt. I don't see the Texans being able to do it without him. So I'm going with Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
It's sad. We're going with Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers. And they potentially could be 3-0 Man, before we close the show, if the Panthers win 3-0, we lose 2-1. Damn Panthers will be first in the damn division, man.
And that's partly why when you asked about the 2-0 teams, I'm buying the Panthers, man.
Don't start. But anyways, we get ready to get on up out of here. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. Please make sure you like, share, comment on the show. If you can't sit down and watch the show, make sure you always go back and listen to the show on all major podcast streaming platforms. If you can't watch it on your phone or your iPad or your tablet, download the Amazon Fire Stick Beyond the Game app and watch it from there so you can kick back, relax, drink what you got to drink, and watch the show and hang with us and kick it with us. But we get ready to get on up at this thing, and as always, we want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. And we out this thing, man. Peace.